Of course. I'll leave a torch. Now it needs to look like an old barrack. Old underground barrack. It'd be best for gray beds. Because of all the dirt this place leaves. Nothing spawned within there. Good. That means this place is holding steady for design. This place is unfinished, but I'm looking to finish it soon. Sooner or later, at least. Let's take a break from this. Whoa, hello. My carrot now. Mine. Survival, 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 survival. Okay, survival. Technically survival. Holy shit. Time to go meet the clankers. And yes, I really mean it. There's actual bots down here. Ah. Still trying to figure out basic logic, are you? Failure. I'll let them do the work. Wait, did they empty this chest already? Or is it wrong chest, wrong place? Let me check what's used already. That's not empty. Of course they failed at this stuff. It's like they need to be reset or something. Dude, you good? My God. Hello, dog. A dog and a cow. That's hilarious. It's a dog. I think this modded one can also take bones. How do I tame you? Oh, there's a special way, isn't there? Yeah, there's a special way. Of course there is. Of course, chat, there's always a special way around this. Collar. There we go. Hello. Do you not do tricks? Do you follow? Yeah, you follow me, I see. So you don't do tricks, do you? That's what we need. We need a backyard. Holy I forgot all about a backyard. Been mostly focusing way too much on all this. My whole estate has no backyard, really. There's a side yard, but that really doesn't count. Of course it doesn't have a backyard. Why would I have a backyard? Naturally, I'm just that stupid to forget a backyard. I could break down this wall. Technically, I could break down this wall. Make this a doorway, right? Hear me out, guys. Hear me out. I could take this. Alright, I elevate the, okay, we're down to here. Yeah, I could kind of elevate it a bit, where right here, this breaks up into the same design with the, where how it kind of goes up and then the retainer walls. And what I'll do then is I'll fence it off so no mobs come in unless they climb over this and into the yard. And then what I'll do is over here, I'll flatten this out a bit so it's more nicer, and I'll put a retainer wall. And the only, like, fence gate would be right here. Hear me out, chat. Hear me out. Hear me out. Alright, what I'll do is I'll bring some stairs up on the retainer wall, up this way. Then I'll fence off some of this area to make it harder for mobs to actually, like, crawl through. And I'll make it so I build this up a bit to be more nicer, and I make like a just a little hangout area above. Probably a pavilion would be nice. I mean, you can probably see that, I'm pretty sure. And it's kind of like just a little ideal. You know what? That's our next build. That's probably our next. Let me just fence this off. Get the retainer, get the builder area out. This is not a modded move. This is just me like fencing off the area, a geofence style, where I make it so where nothing. Basically, it's just a build area, non-modded build area where I just kind of fence everything off, geofence style. Let's see how far we need to go with this. This way. I think I'm going to bring it all the way out. Yeah, I need it all the way up. This may mean I'll need to make more forest. Man, my place is going to be huge by the time I'm done. Okay, this definitely means I'm bringing the whole freaking back thing back up, so I'm gonna have to put it near the buildings more. I see. I'll geofence this whole area up. Revise this build area, expand it all the way out to this, it stops here. I remove this old geofence. It's time we remove this anyway, honestly. Alright, now we got a very hefty amount of space to work with. This will be, I'd say, quite interesting, but we can work something out eventually. First, I'd rather get this poor dog inside so it stops chasing me about. Where did he go? Hello? Where'd you go? There you are. Follow, follow. Did you just make your way inside? Oh, thank God you're inside. Stay there. No, in. That's not. In. Come. Inside. This way. My God. You can give me heart attacks. Get out the garage. Come. This way. Yeah, this way. Up. We're gonna put you in the safest place in the house. The most safest place I can put him right now. Holy, that gave me kind of a heart attack trying to figure out where he went. Alright. I think we should start with finding the angle at which we have to go high enough. I need to know where to flatten the ground, like how high. Okay, so this is the level at which we have to stop it. So, oh my god, a lot of work. Jesus. Malaka. Okay. Ha ha. Ha ha ha. Ha ha. Ha ha. Yeah, holy. I did not expect that. Chat, I did not expect that. I'm realizing the amount of craziness I'm putting in just to do this. Okay, we're gonna need a big retainer wall. My god, oh my god, we're gonna need a retainer wall for sure. For sure, we're needing a retainer wall. Oh, that was a good call, chat. That was my best call yet. I'm like, yeah, we're gonna need a retainer wall. Perfectly gonna need a retainer wall. Yep. I realized the hard way, real quick. That's the stakes, guys. That's literally the stakes. I basically called it in. My god. I called it, if anything. I just called it. I literally called it, chat. I just called it like it was what it was. My god. I called it. Seriously crazy now that I realized that. I just called it out. Instead of putting myself through all this trouble of filling that, I'm just gonna do this. Oh my god. It's gonna be a mental disaster. The retainer wall was clearly just called at that point. What the hell? I basically called it. I am so glad I started with mapping out the back entrance. Holy hell. I just felt regret ping. It's that one ping where you just regret every bit of it. That one regretful ping. Well, I'm starting to realize how dangerously crazy this actually is. To keep it safe, I'm gonna do this. Hello there. Alright, now we got the main thing quite done, basically. Alright, we kind of got something set up for this area over here. It's kind of dealt with. Kinda. Again, as I say, kinda. Here's our not so big problem. Actually, we can make this work. Chicken, I need you to move. Take down the legacy trees. We don't need those trees much anymore. You'll see exactly what I'm doing, chat. Boom. Light work. The design over here is quite simple, actually. I kind of just add this to the deck over here. The ideal is making it easier to access from the outside. But then I'll have to update the dock as the deck, god damn it. I'll have to update that as well. Well, we got it figured out. Kind of. This part's gonna be just a genuine work in progress. This part is just a disaster to pull off, knowing what's here. But if we focus inland, we can work on the outland disaster after. Alright. We need to sharpen this up a bit, make it bigger. You'll see why I'm cutting this area off. I'll sculpt the wall later. Sculpting was not much of a big problem. This allows me to sculpt the wall a bit, shave a bit off the edges, get a bit more of a destroyed design. This gives the retainer wall a lot more detail, kinda, but it allows me to mask how much crazy amount of rock there is too. It's astounding how much you can do in such a short time. Wait, I don't need to break the retainer wall. Not necessarily. What did I use for the other retainer? The other walling? Holy. Stop the glitch. I used normal stairs. Good. While some of it seems complicating, it really isn't. I just need to do it correctly. I think I'll play it safe. Build something that's more inclined. Move! Bro, dude, move. Seriously, move the fuck out the way. God, I hate these skeletons. Excuse me. Excuse me. Holy shit. Now it just looks ugly. Great. No, that's not exactly. Semi-decent. I'll have to work on it. Let me build the inner area first. I could use a lazy build solution that makes it so instead of doing all the fill-in out here, I could make it more swampy looking, probably, if the terrain is built for it. But who knows? Yeah, terrain is not built for a lazy build, so I gotta just work with filling it in, I guess. It's definitely not swamp dent land, where I can put swamps down. Yeah, this one's a bit harder, but that's alright. We can get through this. not sure if I should do a straight, straight path where it's just like all the way to here to there, or if I should do a stubble path from here to there. I'm really not sure. Alright, there we go. Now we have to, now we got this kinda, now we gotta handle, well, this. We got a perimeter built on how much we can go. I really suggest you leave. There we go. We got rid of the annoyance. No, die. Just die. 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 Go. Die. Die. Stop spawning over here. My god. Okay, the landscape kind of blended in well, so that's good. Don't have to worry too much. Boom. The design looks nice already. And it's a way bit better than it used to be when, well, I didn't touch it for a while. But this is still a massive, massive oversight we need to deal with. Inland is kind of dealt with for now. I don't know whether to build up here more or work on this. I'm just gonna work on this a bit, see what I can do to it. Where does this even lead? This leads nowhere. It leads into the village. Is it? Yeah, it's an underwater cave. Underwater cave that literally leads, again, nowhere. Well, guys, I guess that sums that up. It's an underwater cave that goes nowhere. And a smaller cave that goes exactly nowhere. Oh, my back. Bit tired. I think what we should do is shave a little off the top. Yeah, best move. Shave a bit off the top so we have room to build. Only going down by 2.